So we are looking at Matthew chapter 5, verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. So blessed are were covered by both Graham and Pastor Dave, as Pastor Dave has mentioned. So we'll go straight into the rest of it. So let's look at the rest of it, which is the meek. We start with the, which is from our dictionary, a possessive word referring to ownership of a thing or a state. Oh, thank you. But who are the meek? According to the dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary, meek is an adjective meaning quiet, gentle, and easily imposed on. In other words, submissive. However, our constitution and source of knowledge is the Bible. For this, let us look to the root of this bit of scripture. So the typical use of the word meek doesn't do the scripture justice, because the root word in Greek is praus. Hebrew is anav, which is the same as praus. And the root therefore means that the full breakdown of the word meek is humble and gentle, with a strength that is under control, rather than weak and timid. So a meek person is therefore characterized by a quiet, humble disposition, self-control, patience, and a willingness to submit to God's will. But they do not lack, but not because they do not lack power, but they simply choose to use it responsibly, not selfishly or to assert themselves aggressively. So who does this description remind you of or speak of? None other than the character of Jesus. So this is then confirmed further in Psalm 37 verse 11. But the meek will inherit the land and enjoy peace and prosperity. And then again in Romans chapter 4 verse 13. It was not through the law that Abraham and his offspring received the promise that he would be heir of the world, but through the righteousness that comes by faith. For they shall. The word for originates from the word Gaia, pronounced as year. Okay? And they is aftoi, and this refers to both male and female, and it clearly shows the meaning that all who are blessed would inherit the earth. Shall in Greek future tense being da, and is similar to will, which guarantees the possession. So we are not just looking at a position of maybe, but it's will. It's a guaranteed thing. And of course, let's go to the rest of it, which is inherit the earth. So this becomes the interesting, because inherit is as a Greek verb means to receive an allotted portion or to possess by law, allot or share. So in our case, let us take this and put it all in context. So blessed are the quiet, the humble, the patient, the self-controlled people who have willingly chosen to stay submitted to God's will. They do so in exercise of their power and authority, and firm in their identity without being aggressively assertive, but simply being responsible with it, for they will possess by law the earth and everything in it. At this point, God will have brought us back full circle to Genesis chapter 1 verse 28, where God blessed man and gave them dominion over the earth